Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, there's a little bit of a medical update. If you're not familiar with the vlogs, if you haven't been watching the vlog channel, I did mention recently that they went for a regular test, an annual test, and they found something, so I had to go for a follow-up test, but I didn't want to tell anybody in case it was nothing. And it turns out it is nothing, so I'll tell you what's going on. I went for my very first mammogram. That's right. 52 years old and my very first mammogram. By the way, if I do that, I've been doing that my whole life because I was born in a 0 year. So that every time the new year comes, I'm always like that age already, even though my birthday's not until July. But anyway, forgive me for that. My sister Jane is always like, why are you doing that? Anyhow, I went for my very first mammogram. It was a 3D mammogram. They found a suspicious mass and they needed further testing. So I did four-way phone call with my sisters late that night, and I just told them about it, and each one of them was like, had that test once before, done before. One of my sisters actually said, you know, it's so common that I schedule my sonogram the same time I schedule my mammogram because I know it's coming. So that made me feel so much better. But of course, with cancer growing in your body, you're like, it's still in the back of your head. So at least it made me feel better. I wasn't so anxious about it. But if I wanted to get the sonogram done here in Raleigh, they couldn't see me till May 10th. So I scheduled it for Valentine's Day out in Lebanon, which is where I got my eye shots. The only thing is they don't do sonograms for this thing, like breast sonograms, on the same day that they do eye shots. So I was like, 2 trips they'll have to be. So Monday is eye shots. I don't know when you'll be seeing this and what order I'm going to upload things. So Monday on the 20th is eye shots. And hopefully I'm going to ask him if he thinks I can drive yet. So I've been asking every visit I go, and since my vision does really seem like it's improving tremendously, I don't see the reason. Like when I go driving with Jim, I'm always like, I'm seeing everything. So it's like, anyhow, that would be great. If it doesn't happen till April, that's fine too, because I really can't walk till then. As far as I know, I'm not going to be allowed to start walking till then. But by then, I want to have everything like under wraps. Anyhow, all of that to say, I went for a sonogram, got the results back within like 36 hours. And it is benign. They didn't specify what it was. They just said it was a benign mass. It wasn't dense. If you're familiar with breast cysts or breast findings or breast cancer, you know that when it's cancerous and it's malignant, then it's got like possibly jagged edges and dense material. Mine was not dense. It was it wasn't viscous or fluid. I can't remember the exact word, but it wasn't it's not a very dense material, and it's got clean edges, so it's benign. And then I heard from my primary back today to say everything is fine. She agrees with the findings, and I just follow up with my next mammogram. So that is what you've been missing. That's my major medical update for now, as far as like anything new is concerned. As far as anything's old is concerned, I saw my oncologist yesterday. I see him once a month. I get my port flushed. We possibly do blood work depending on where we're at. And we discuss treatment going forward. My back wounds are doing so well that last week at wound care, the nurse that was actually treating me for the day called in the other nurse, the head nurse, like the head wound care nurse, like all the students, everybody came in to see the improvements. We saw like in 5 weeks. We saw week 1 to week 5, and the improvements were tremendous. Or week 4. This was actually the 4th week last week. It was the 5th week this week. And this week, my whole wound that used to be Long Island, she puts on this stuff, and she calls it camo, and it's got a big medical name, but it's basically a pink zinc-based cream, and it only sticks to skin. And she filled in the entire part that used to be Long Island, and there was only like the tip of a nail or tip of a finger of material where the stuff didn't stick. So basically it was all skin. The skin does have to get thickened, but it is new skin. You're okay. She's okay. So that's what we're waiting for next. That's the next step in the evolution of healing. So if you are not a person who watches the vlog channel a lot, we've been gifted a cruise from my sister and sister-in-law for Christmas, and that's coming up in May. Thank God we were able to manage to get a scooter. We managed to get port fees and all that stuff covered, so that's been really excellent. It's really just, I'm so excited. And I said to Jimmy, I'm really excited for him. He's like, well, I'd really rather go to Alaska. And I said, I understand, we're not beach people, but that's not the point. The point is the cruise, not the destination so much. I said, I'm excited that we hopefully, most likely, will not have wound care. I hopefully, most likely, would not have a walker.
Sorry.
We'll have 24-hour people at your beck and call, food when you want, entertainment that's included in the whole price of everything. So we are really going to just have someone take care of us, and mostly someone take care of him, because he's been taking care of me for so long. I think I told him, I said, the biggest thing I'm probably going to need you to do is help me park the scooter at night. Maybe if it has to get disassembled because of room space in the room or whatever, then that's another option. But that's pretty much, maybe I said to him, what I say? I said, maybe, hey, could you grab me this? Hey, could you help me on with this bra? Like, just normal wife stuff. Just normal old lady wife stuff. Sorry, I'm not allowed to call myself an old lady. But anyway, that's where we're at so far. That's the coming events. That's the next steps. I see the orthopedic surgeon in April. Hopefully he says no more walker, because 18 months is enough. I'm done. I'm ready. We have been having a lot of trouble getting the physical therapy for my spine since last summer started. The physical therapy place is here. The one that takes my insurance, takes the Medicaid, wants me to put on a payment plan, because they're suggesting that physical therapy is Medicaid very rarely pays them. But at this point, I was just like, I'm about to be able to walk. It's February. In April, I hope I'm able to walk, and I'll just get physical therapy from both places, from both types of doctors, and just be like, fine. I, thank God, haven't had any pain in my back, unless I've really overdone it. There was an incident yesterday that I'll tell you about on the vlog channel, because it's not main channel worthy, because it's not really medical. It's just a goofy story, which of course then just made me ache all over. So far that's everything that we've missed. I still have not been back on chemotherapy, because I'm still waiting for these back wounds to heal. Yesterday I talked to the oncologist. He's a little concerned that we're either growing new cancer, possibly at an exponential rate, and or becoming resistant to the chemotherapy, because we've stopped it and started it so many times. So I hope that's not the case. We will find out. But I basically told him in jest, I said, I'm not starting chemotherapy if I have a freaking paper cut, because I am not going through this again. I think you don't realize how much your quality of life changes. And it's not just quality of life, like, oh, I can't go out and I'm too tired. No, it's like, oh, I can't sit on the couch properly, and oh, I can't put my own bra on. Like, you don't realize how little things really get affected by this type of side effect. So that's my update for today. I hope you guys really, 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 join us for when we do Saturday night live streams with Jim. Sunday morning on the vlog channel, we have a live coffee chat, morning to noon sometime. Depends on when I get up and when I get rolling, because, you got to be authentic. The same thing with the live stream Saturday night. Sometimes it's at 7, sometimes it's at 6:30, sometimes it's at 6, whenever we can get around to it, whatever we eat dinner and that type of thing. So if you're interested, join us over there. Join us here tonight on Saturday nights, and join us over on the vlog channel in Sunday mornings if you want. And we would love to just catch up and get to know you a little bit better. Okay? If you have any questions at all, leave them in the description box down below. If you have any questions about treatment plans, if I forgot to talk about something, my mucositis, So the ENT, she says it looks like so much better than when I started, but she could still see the ulcers. The same thing with my button. She said, if you're having trouble with the button, we can replace the button. How's it working for you? So I said, so far so good. We have to clean it certain ways. She gave me other alternative medications to try. So that's great. And I have to go back to the dermatologist. However, I'm not going to see the dermatologist until the wounds are healed. So that's that. Okay, if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because you have no idea how much I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Love you. Mwah. Bye.